Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Celine. If you are new to my channel, thank you so much for clicking on this video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and also don't forget to give this video a thumbs up before you leave. Today's video, I'll be sharing with you my top 5 favorite drugstore foundations for dry, sensitive skin. I've always had sensitive skin since I can remember. Usually fragrances always break me out and I have to be careful with what products I use. So all these foundations I approve of. I do not have any kind of breakout or reaction from them. They work well for my skin type. If you are someone who has dry, sensitive skin like me, this is the perfect video for you. So if you're interested in seeing my top 5 foundations, then just keep watching. Okay, so I'm gonna give you a little bit of background about my skin type, just in case if yours is similar to mine, you can know how these will work for you. So my skin is on the dry side and it is very sensitive. Also, I have rosacea. First, this is by L'Oreal. It is the L'Oreal Paris 24-hour foundation, the Infallible Pro Glow. They do have a matte one as well, which I've seen a lot of people rave about that one, but my skin is dry. I try not to go for matte products. This is a radiant finish with medium coverage. It claims to last up to 24 hours. To be completely honest with you, I don't wear my makeup for that long. I only wear makeup for about maybe 12 hours max. If so, when I do wear makeup, because I only wear makeup most 2 times out of the week. I really don't do much going out. So I'm gonna start off with this one here, and I really like this one. This is in the shade 201 Classic Ivory. I'm gonna just apply it with a damp beauty sponge. I already moisturized and primed my face. To moisturize my face, I use this Neutrogena Hydra Boost Water Gel. The primer, I have the No Pore Blum Primer from Touch and Soul. That's already on my face. The applicator is a squeeze tube. So I'm just gonna go ahead and squeeze it onto my face. Say hello to my 2 little friends. Yeah, I have some breakouts. It's that time of the month for me, so yeah, I don't mind that. I want to mention that I do have psoriasis. I don't know if you can see, but I do have some patching on my face. My psoriasis is on my scalp and on the perimeter of my face and in my ears. So if you see a lot of dandruff in my hair, I apologize, but my psoriasis is very bad right now. It causes a lot of flakiness and dandruff. If you're not familiar with psoriasis, it is an immune system problem which causes the skin to regenerate fast. It causes buildup of skin on your scalp and it's just itchy, and usually it flares up when I'm stressed out. And right now it's pretty bad, so just wanted to throw that out there. I was really contemplating whether or not I should film this video because I do have quite a bit of flare up right now, but I want it to be authentic. Hopefully someone can relate to this and know that it is okay. And a lot of people do suffer with psoriasis. I was like, you know what, there's nothing I can do about it. So yeah, this is me. I have psoriasis and my dandruff is pretty bad right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and start applying it to my face. This is a pretty buildable foundation. I am not one to go for full coverage foundations because those tend to be more cakier and I feel like it emphasizes the texture of my skin. Alright, so now that we look crazy, I'm gonna go ahead and blend it in with my sponge. So like I mentioned, it is medium coverage, and as you can tell, it didn't quite cover up the acne that I have here. I'm gonna go ahead and show you what 2 coats looks like and try to see if that covers up the blemishes better. Alright, so this is after a second coat is applied. As you can see, it did cover up them a little bit more, but this one still is being stubborn and you can kind of see it. It doesn't bother me that it's showing at all. I like the coverage of this. It doesn't look cakey at all. It looks very natural. Let me give you the price. Depending on where you get it from, the price varies. So at Walmart, listed for $5.81. That's a very good deal. So let's move on to the next foundation. went ahead and removed the previous foundation, and after I remove each foundation, I am going to go ahead and reapply my moisturizer and primer. Those are the usual steps that I do before applying a foundation. For the next foundation I am going to be sharing is the Revlon Candid foundation. As you can see, I've used quite a bit, and this is in the shade 120 Buff. This is a natural finish foundation. It is a medium buildable coverage. This one has a pump. All the ones that I mentioned, they do all are a little different. I'm just gonna go ahead and pump it right onto my face. And as you can see from this consistency, this one is way thicker than the L'Oreal one. But now that I have that on, I'm gonna go ahead and buff it into my skin. And I feel like this one has a way better coverage than the one that I just showed you. I love the way that this one looks on my skin. It makes my skin look so beautiful and flawless, kind of like edited. You can still see my blemish because it's just there. I feel like I only need one layer of this foundation just because it is more thicker to give me the right amount of coverage for my skin texture. I really like how this one looks. I don't know why I've been sleeping on this foundation because it looks very flawless and my skin looks amazing with this foundation. I just been sticking to my favorite one, my go-to one, which I will show you at the end of this video. So stick around if you're interested in seeing which one is the one that I use, my holy grail. Stick around to the end of the video to find out which one I'm talking about. I also picked up this Candid Revlon foundation at Walmart, and it is listed currently for $6.97. Let's go on to the next one. Moving on to LA Girl Pro Coverage Foundation. This is a high definition long wear illuminating foundation, and this is in the color Fair. I believe Fair is the lightest shade that they have available. This one is still too dark for me on its own, so I had to go and purchase the white foundation that they have. They recommend to blend any of the foundations with this one to lighten it up if you need to. So I feel like that is a little bummer, but it is very, very good, so I didn't want to not use it. It is medium to full coverage. It is buildable. I have these little paint pots for mixing my foundation. Go ahead and add some into there. Add about 2 pumps. And as you can see, it is pretty thick. I'm gonna add a little bit of this into it. I'm gonna add like half a pump, like so, and mix it up. This is the only downfall when it comes to using this foundation, is it takes more time to mix it up and find the right shade. For me, I went ahead and added another pump of it. So I added about like 2 more little drops of white. This is what it looks like, and I feel like that's close to my skin tone. Since I already have this little brush, I'm just gonna go ahead and start applying it onto my face with this brush. Do a little comparison of this shade. You can see the one I made is very light compared to what is in the bottle. Out of all the ones so far, this one's the thickest foundation consistency, but it still does not look cakey at all. This is what this one looks like. I hope the camera is doing its justice and you can really see from my perspective of what my skin looks like. It looks amazing, so pretty, and yeah, I really like this one as well. These are all my favorites. It's just so hard to choose one, but all of these are great choices if you have dry skin. This foundation, I'm gonna check Ulta first, and I'll also give you a price for CVS. $8.99 at Ulta. At CVS, it's actually on sale right now for $7.99. Usually it was around $9.99, I want to say, when I got it. So yeah, there's this one. Alright, so we are going to be moving on to the fourth foundation, and that is the Believe Beauty foundation. Now, if you aren't familiar with this foundation, you can find this at Dollar General. So it is a drugstore foundation, and I'm in the shade Porcelain. It is a medium to full coverage foundation. It's buildable, and it does come with a pump, and it looks very luxurious from the dollar store. And I was really impressed with this foundation when I found it. I'm going to go ahead and apply this to my skin so you can see how it looks. And it's kind of in between. It's not extremely runny and it's not too thick to where it's not even like moving. It's just the right consistency. Go ahead and blend this in. a lot of people were raving about this foundation, so I was like, okay, you know what? I am a dollar store kind of girl, so of course I'm gonna try this foundation out. But do you see already, like, look how good this looks. And honestly, I think I only need one coat with this. So this is the Believe Beauty foundation. It is just so pretty. Just a little close up. Perfect shade for me. I'm just living for this foundation. It literally looks so pretty. You cannot see all the pores and the texture on my skin. So let me mention the price. This foundation is only $5, y'all. $5 is amazing. Seriously, doesn't get any better than this. Check out Dollar General for this foundation if you are interested in it, and I'm not going to steer you in the wrong direction. I really love this foundation. So let's move on to the last foundation, and this is my go-to. We are going to go do something and I want to wear a little bit of makeup. I will go to this foundation. Can never go wrong with it. If you stuck around, then you finally get to find out which one I am referring to. The last but not least foundation. Finally, for the big reveal, drum roll, Wet n Wild Dewy Foundation, and I am in the shade Soft Ivory. This is by far the best. I love this one so much. I am running low. I need to get a new one. It is buildable coverage for normal to dry skin, and it hydrates and smooths the complexion for a luminous finish. Let me go ahead and show you what it looks like on. I get so many compliments using this foundation. Let's go and blend it. So this is what the last foundation looks like. This is my favorite one that I love to use. It is my go-to one. Let me mention the price for you. I always usually get this one at Walmart as well. Usually has everything, and Ulta is kind of far from me. This foundation at Walmart is currently listed for $4.98. All right, y'all, so that is it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave me a comment down below letting me know what you thought of this video. If you currently use any of these foundations that I mentioned in this video, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the little bell to be notified of my future videos. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.